Welcome back. The weather is turning rather frightful if the multitude of layers isn't obvious enough. That being said, that does mean falling season is like right around the corner. Um, which obviously means, before we go into falling season, that we are currently looking at potential baby daddies for our mares for next year. And for anyone who's new and you're like, I just got thrown into that and I have no clue what any of this means. I breed, race, and retrain thoroughbred race horses for a living, which means I have thoroughbred babies and I either sell them or keep them for racing. And then once they retire from racing, I either put them back into my breeding program or I turn them around and make them eventers, barrel horses, things of that nature. So kind of just, I have a little hand in every little part of it. But 'tis the season right now where we start potentially looking at matings for next year. That being said, horses are pregnant for 11 months. And so obviously they're currently already pregnant, and our foaling season is basically from January to like May, maybe June, depending on factors. So obviously when we do all this planning, we have to kind of do it far enough ahead of time just so it all works out. And obviously, because some horses, they might throw a wrench in our plans and we might have to change plans. But obviously it's just nice to kind of go ahead and have everything as a just in case, and like I myself only have 6 horses to kind of think about, but we still have, how many do we think? I think we have like 100 something potential matings to look through. So obviously that takes a lot of time. Now that being said, we only do mares. We do not have any stallions. So our whole focus is just looking for potential stallions for mares or our clients' mares, things of that nature. Anyway, so that means over the past couple weeks, month or so really, I've been going from different stallion farm to different stallion farm looking at potential stallions of who we would potentially, like to take our mares to. Now granted, I've been around the block a time or two at this point, so like I didn't go look at everybody just because there's some stallions who've been around for so long, I already know what they look like, and I just, don't need to. I know what they look like, so I don't know. Anyway, but I'm mainly going to look at the new stallions, the ones that just came off the racetrack or who maybe came off last year, and I just need like a refresher of what they look like type vibe. So I'm mainly going to look at all the new stallions, and I just figured I would take you all along with me, and then afterwards I would just talk about who I think is most exciting going into the new year. Anyway, so I figured let's take a ride. Let's go see all these new stallions and just recap who I think are our new standouts. And then I will go into the whole nitty gritty of like actually picking stallions for my mares in a different video, because I haven't even done that yet. Like, we've gone to look at everything, but like, can we have an idea of who's going to go to who? Nothing's finalized yet though. But I also need to introduce you all to 2 new mares and apparently do a recap on who everyone is currently pregnant to or not pregnant to, because obviously not everyone's pregnant, and there's a lot of chaos. So we're gonna go from there. Hi. He's like, I'm ready to go outside. I know you are. Him in his little nerdy jacket. Anyway, let's go look at stallions.
I was surprised they gave you that big discount. Probably about half an inch taller than they come.
Obviously, plans could definitely change, and we end up going with like plan D. But I think at this point, we're done going to look at Stallions. Hopefully, maybe. I could be wrong. Like I said, we could change plans and go with plan D down the road and have to go look at more. But I think at this stage, we kind of already have an idea of what we would like to do and what we kind of have, and just we have our general plan in place. So that being said, obviously we didn't go look at all the new Stallions, but again, we kind of got an idea of what we were looking for, what we were wanting, and what already crosses well with our mares and things of that nature. We've kind of knocked it all out. But of the newer Stallions that we went to see, who did I think were kind of like the top 3 interests? Cogburn is definitely sitting at number 3. I was originally told he was going to be like 16-2, 16-3. I don't know who told me that. Y'all a liar. Because definitely when I got there, I was like, oh, he's definitely closer to 16 hands. That being said, fast mother hover. He has to be one of the fastest horses. Well, he is technically one of the fastest horses right now. So, I mean, and he looks at really well-balanced little thing. Not little, he's like 16 hands. But well-balanced, and he seemed to have a really good mind on his shoulders. So he's something I think everyone's pretty excited for. The second one surprised me. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that he retired, I was kind of like, okay. And I was like, the horse is bred really well. But I was like, yeah, okay. And I went to see him. Whew, he is a man. He is a man among boys. I was like, this is a horse. Out of all the new horses that we went to see, when he came out of the barn, I was like, all right, we're done. I was like, I'm good. We can lock it up. He's beautiful. And that's Charge It. Charge It is big and balanced and like he's just all there. I think he's definitely gonna. He's caught. I don't think. I know he's caught a lot of people's attention. He's gonna be very popular. He's beautiful. That's all I gotta say about that. And the number 1, granted, it's being a little biased, okay, and that's Arabian Night. Arabian Night definitely, I think, is probably the one I'm most excited to see going on in the future. And you're probably like, okay, what do you mean? Why are you a little biased? For those of you who didn't know, we raised him. When he was a baby and a yearling, I was stuck taking care of him. He actually, I shouldn't say stuck. He was great. He was phenomenal. angel baby. There are other kids I've had that I'm like, I've been stuck with you. I've been tortured. He was an angel baby. He was awesome. So yeah, we raised him, so it's a little biased. But it did feel good when other people would come. Obviously, when we go to all these Stallion shows and everything, and people are like, we saw your kid. He's freaking beautiful. He's definitely in our top, like, 3 or 5. I'm like, yes. Thank you. Fills my ego just a tad. We appreciate it. Anyway, so yeah, I definitely think out of all the new Stallions, at least the ones I went to see, top 3, definitely Arabian Night. Slight bias there. Charge It, definitely. He surprised me. Beautiful individual. And then Cogburn are definitely kind of the top 3 that I think are just going to be most interesting going into next year. Anyway, I'm going to go stare at papers and stare at pedigrees and cry because obviously we have to go do all the actual matings on papers and make everything official. Once everything's official, I will actually sit down and talk about the nitty-gritty of like actual, like how the decision works and what we went into the decisions that we made, and also recap a little bit of who everyone went to last year, or if my personal mayors. We're going to be specifically talking about my personal mayors, because if we talk about all my clients' mayors, it would take years. We're not doing that, and also they're clients' horses. I try to keep clients' horses, you know, a little bit more private, and my horses, you can have the details. So we'll chat about my mares and go from there when I actually have an idea and sign contracts and all that fun stuff. So anyway, I guess the next time I'll be seeing you, I'll be telling you all the matings, the official matings, and then we get to go to foaling season, which is right around the corner. Like, I think I have to start foal watching here in like 3 or 4 weeks. So we are almost. It's about to get really chaotic. Anyway, I never know how to end these, but until next time.